It's hard to send in work to competitions like Studio 21 and not get anything in terms of feedback notes unless you place. Why aren't reader notes shared with writers? Is it because there's too much admin involved? Given how much work goes into our spec scripts, it would make the disappointment of not placing in a competition mitigated if there is a gain in how we can improve our understanding why we didn't place. I mean, great question. Hard question, but
It's a great
great
question.
question.
No, happy to tackle it. See above on written notes. And so the reader doesn't know your intent. Any feedback we give to do a good set of written notes is going to take a day's work for me.
Yep,
And
100%.
the cost of someone's time to give that feedback, because we're not just going to share someone's kind of like evaluation form notes. It's going to have to be written in a way that can be received, and that is a good half a day to a day's work on every script, and there just isn't the time and resource to do that. The readers are evaluating, but they're evaluating with a checkbox, with a score, and literally one sentence. For them to rewrite that in a way that can be received by you, we just don't have the resource to do. And the same will be true for all of them. It's just time and money, I'm afraid.
It's the harsh reality, isn't it? It's one thing to having read loads of scripts as well for competitions and things, even our own, even Elevate, and then other competitions I've done before where I've been hired. It's one thing to have your own thoughts and notes, but it's another thing to try and articulate them for the writer because you've
Yeah.
suddenly got to apply all those skills we're talking about to give them to the writer so that they're useful,
Cool.
and it does take a huge
Exactly.
amount of time. And I think what it comes down to is it comes down to where you're finding your feedback. I think competitions, if you're looking for feedback on your work, competitions are not necessarily the most fruitful place for you to get that because, yeah, you need to place, you need to get quite far. And these competitions are hard. They're hard for a reason because they're trying to judge everybody and see where you're at. And they've all got different remits and objectives. But if you really want feedback, then that's literally why places like Scribeland exist because it's about we start with peer feedback and then we intend to be that step towards people like Haley, people like you, where it's like, okay, the next step from peers is professionals and kind of, and then someone's really going to get into your work with you. And so rather than necessarily, if you want feedback, rather than spending the money on placing or on entering a competition, could you spend it on a professional to go through your script with you? Might that be a better way of doing it?
Yeah, absolutely.